The estate gates slam shut. The black Range Rover sits empty in the circular drive. Prince William's boots crunch against Highland gravel as he approaches the massive oak doors that have welcomed royalty for 3 centuries. The doors don't open. His security detail exchanges glances. The prince pulls out his phone. 3 missed calls from Camilla's private secretary, 2 from the King's office, 1 from the Archbishop of Canterbury. He deletes them all. Your Royal Highness. The head groundskeeper, Marcus, appears from behind the stone pillars. His weathered hands shake as he extends a brass key. The Queen Consort, she's been expecting this day. William takes the key. It's warm from Marcus's palm. How long has she known? Since Tuesday, sir, when the lawyers arrived. The massive door swings open on silent hinges. Inside, Camilla's summer arrangements cover every surface. Fresh roses from her personal greenhouse. Portraits of her grandchildren lined up on the mantelpiece where Diana's photos once stood. Her monogram towels folded in the guest powder room. William's jaw tightens. The grandfather clock in the entrance hall chimes 11. In exactly 4 hours, Camilla's convoy will arrive for what she believes is her triumphant summer retreat. The Highland estate finally hers to command. She's wrong. William climbs the curved staircase. His fingers trail along the carved banister his mother once touched. At the top, he turns left toward the master suite. The door stands ajar. Inside, Camilla's personal effects sprawl across the 4-poster bed. Silk scarves, diamond brooches, a leather-bound appointment diary marked Summer Schedule, Highland Estate. William opens the diary. Page after page of planned renovations, staff reassignments, garden redesigns, menu changes for the autumn shooting season. His hands stay steady as he reaches into his jacket pocket. The document bears yesterday's date and the royal seal, 3 signatures. His father's shaky scroll, his own firm hand, and at the bottom the Archbishop's flowing script. The Highland Inheritance Decree. William places the unsigned letter on Camilla's vanity mirror. Her reflection will be the first thing she sees when she opens it. The letter contains 1 sentence. The estate belongs to the House of Wales. Outside, car engines rumble in the distance, Camilla's advanced team arriving early to prepare for her grand entrance. But the gates William just locked will not open for her keys. 27 years ago, a young mother stood in this same master bedroom. Diana's hands trembled as she packed her final suitcase. The Highland estate had been her sanctuary during the hardest years of her marriage. Now her son stands where she once stood. William remembers that last conversation. Diana's voice barely a whisper. Promise me something, William. When you're old enough, when you have the power, don't let them erase me completely. He was 14 then, too young to understand the weight of royal inheritance, too naive to see how quickly palaces could rewrite history. The grandfather clock downstairs strikes the 1/4 hour. Camilla's convoy draws closer. William walks to the library. Behind leather-bound volumes of Scottish poetry sits a hidden compartment. His mother showed him this secret space during their last Highland summer together. Inside, wrapped in silk cloth, Diana kept her most precious possessions. The compartment stands empty now. William's phone buzzes. A text from his private secretary. Security reports Queen Consort's motorcade approaching estate perimeter. ETA 15 minutes. He types back, understood. Proceed as discussed. The library holds 23 years of Highland guest logs. William flips through recent entries. Camilla's handwriting appears with increasing frequency after 2005. First, as Mrs. Parker Bowles, weekend guest. Then HRH, the Duchess of Cornwall, holiday retreat. Finally, this summer's planned entry, HM, the Queen Consort, extended summer residence, as if she intended to stay forever. William pulls out a thick ledger hidden behind the guest books. The Highland Estate Trust documents, updated last Tuesday by royal decree. The fine print reveals what Camilla never bothered to read. The estate passes directly to the heir parent's children upon the current monarch's marriage to a divorced woman. A legal loophole written in 1701 activated the moment his father placed the crown on Camilla's head. The Highland estate now belongs to Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, with William as their trustee. Outside, tires screech against gravel, car doors slam. Raised voices echo across the courtyard. Camilla's security detail has discovered the locked gates. Her voice carries through the Highland air, sharp with disbelief. "What do you mean the keys don't work?" Camilla's manicured fingers grip her phone like a weapon. She stands beside her Bentley, watching the estate's iron gates remain stubbornly closed. Her security chief speaks quietly into his radio. Her lady-in-waiting clutches a garment bag containing tonight's dinner dress. "Get Charles on the phone now." The call connects immediately. The king's voice sounds tired, strained. "Darling, I tried to warn you." "Warn me about what exactly?" "This is my summer retreat. We discussed this months ago." Silence stretches across the connection. Behind Charles's breathing, she hears the rustling of papers, official documents. The Highland estate. The legal situation has changed. Camilla's face drains of colour. Changed how? William has invoked the succession trust clause. The estate passes to his children now that you're queen consort. Her phone nearly slips from her fingers. "He can't do that. I've invested 2 years in the renovations. The staff knows me. The groundskeepers follow my instructions. The law is the law, darling." Through the iron bars, Camilla sees a figure emerge from the estate's front entrance. Prince William walks slowly down the stone steps, his hands clasped behind his back. He wears no formal uniform, no royal insignia, just dark trousers and a white shirt. He looks exactly like his mother in those final photographs. William reaches the gates. He doesn't unlock them. Instead, he stands 3 feet away, studying Camilla's face through the iron bars. "Your Royal Highness," she says, forcing her voice into its practiced royal tone. "There seems to be some confusion about the estate access codes." William's expression doesn't change. "There's no confusion, ma'am. The Highland Trust documents are quite clear. This property belongs to the Wales children now. I have legal residency rights as Queen Consort. You have courtesy privileges as my father's wife. Those privileges don't extend to private family estates." The sound of approaching helicopters cuts through the Highland air. 3 aircraft circle the estate like mechanical vultures. Press helicopters. Camilla's face hardens. "You leaked this to the media." Inside the estate's oak-panelled study, William faces 5 men in identical grey suits. The senior equerry sits at the head of the mahogany table. The deputy private secretary shuffles through legal briefs. The Crown Estate Manager reviews property deeds with growing unease. These are the grey men, the palace machinery that has quietly enabled every royal transition for 60 years. "Your Royal Highness, the senior equerries have been finalized for months. Cancelling now would create complications." William remains standing. "What kind of complications?" "Media speculation. Public questions about family unity. The king's health concerns could become front-page news if this appears to be a family dispute." William walks to the window. Outside, Camilla's convoy still waits at the locked gates. News vans have joined the press helicopters. Camera crews set up equipment along the estate's perimeter road. "Gentlemen, let me clarify something. This isn't a family dispute. This is a legal inheritance matter." He turns back to face them. "The Highland estate passes to my children, according to the 1701 succession trust clause. That law supersedes any courtesy arrangements made with my stepmother. The drawing room has witnessed 3 centuries of royal conversations. Tonight, it hosts the most important one in decades. William sits in the chair his great-grandfather preferred. Camilla occupies the seat where Diana once took tea with the Queen Mother. Between them, a silver tray holds untouched cups of Earl Grey. No servants hover nearby. No private secretaries take notes. Just 2 people whose futures hang in the balance. "You could have handled this privately," Camilla says. Her voice carries none of its usual royal confidence away from the cameras. William's fingers drum against the leather armrest. "Privacy was lost the moment you started redecorating my mother's favorite rooms. Diana's been gone for 26 years, William." "Her memory hasn't." The afternoon light streams through diamond-paned windows, casting geometric shadows across Persian carpets. Outside, the media circus continues to grow. Inside, the air grows colder with each exchange. Camilla sets down her teacup with deliberate precision. "Your father loves me. That should count for something in this family." Love and inheritance are different things, aren't they? Your mother married into this family through love. I married into it through love. What makes her claim to royal legacy stronger than mine? William's jaw tightens. Diana gave birth to the future king. Her bloodline continues the monarchy for generations. Your contribution ends with my father. The words hang in the air like a physical blow. Camilla's composure finally cracks. "That's cruel, even for you." Truth often is. She stands and walks to the window. The press helicopters circle overhead like mechanical buzzards. "You're destroying your father's happiness to settle a decades-old grudge." "I'm protecting my children's inheritance from someone who believes marriage grants ownership of everything my family has built." Camilla turns sharply. "Everything your family has built? I've been part of this family for 18 years. I've stood beside Charles through scandals, health crises, constitutional challenges. I've earned my place here." "You've earned courtesy and respect as my father's wife. Nothing more." William stands and walks to an ornate writing desk. He removes a legal document bearing fresh signatures and the royal seal. This is the Highland Heritage Decree. It designates this estate as a permanent trust for my children. The deed passes directly to Prince George on his 21st birthday. Camilla's face drains of colour. "You're cutting me out completely." "I'm restoring the natural order of succession." The folder lands on the mahogany table with a sound like a judge's gavel. William doesn't sit. He stands at the edge of the table while Charles settles into the chair across from him. The late afternoon light through the diamond-paned windows cuts everything in the room into hard geometric shapes. Light, shadow, no softness anywhere. Camilla stands near the fireplace, her arms folded tight across her chest. William taps the folder. "Open it." Inside, beneath a royal crest stamped in faded red ink, a series of financial transfers from the mid-1990s runs down 3 separate pages. Amounts, dates, names. One name appears 7 times in a single column, Sarah Ferguson. Another name appears 4 times. A name no palace official had spoken aloud in years, Jeffrey Epstein. "These are back-channel transfers," William says, his voice flat and precise as a scalpel. "Routed through a private account linked to the Ferguson household during the height of the 1995 inquiry. Money meant to fund the Princess of Wales's mental health initiatives was redirected twice." Charles's hand rests on the armrest. His knuckles go white. "Your personal assistant in 1997 was the point of contact for the 3rd transfer." William pulls a single sheet from beneath the folder. A handwritten memo, initials at the bottom, CPB. Camilla Parker Bowles. The room holds its breath. Charles pushes back from the table and stands. He doesn't look at his wife. He walks to the window and stands with his back to both of them, staring out at the highland grounds where his father once hunted and his first wife once ran barefoot through the heather. "Charles," Camilla says. He doesn't turn around. William closes the folder. He slides it toward the Crown Estate solicitor waiting quietly near the door. "This goes into the Royal Archive under sealed evidence classification. Effective tonight." Finally, Charles speaks. His voice is low and fractured at its edges. "I knew parts of it." William's jaw tightens. "Not all of it, not the redirected funds, but I knew there were connections I should have examined more carefully." Charles turns. His eyes are red-rimmed. "I was trying to protect the institution." "You were trying to protect yourself," William says. "Not with cruelty, with precision." Charles doesn't deny it. Camilla steps forward. "This is a private family matter." "It stopped being a private family matter," William interrupts, "the moment my mother's welfare was used as a bargaining chip." Charles moves to the writing desk in the corner. He opens the drawer slowly and removes a small leather pouch. Inside it, a wax seal and a silver ring, the personal signet of the House of Wales. He sets it on the desk in front of William. "Whatever you decide about the estate, about the trust, about the archives, you have my blessing. I won't oppose it." William looks at the seal for a long moment. Then he picks it up. It's heavier than he expects. "Thank you." By 𝗬𝗢𝗨𝗧𝗨𝗕 the removal has already begun. 3 members of the household staff, Deja, Marcus, and old Cornelius, who has worked the estate since before William was born, move through the rooms with quiet efficiency. No fanfare, no instructions required. They already know what belongs and what doesn't. Deja lifts the silk scarves from the 4-poster bed and folds them with careful hands. She places them into Camilla's monogram trunk. Marcus rolls up the hand-painted Persian rug Camilla had shipped from Vienna. Beneath it, the original Highland tartan runner. Cornelius returns every displaced volume to its original position on the library shelves. He replaces Diana's framed photograph on the mantelpiece. Downstairs, the front drive fills with luggage. 17 pieces of matched ivory leather, each branded with Camilla's royal cipher. Her lady-in-waiting supervises the loading with tight efficiency. A figure William doesn't expect steps into the hallway. Damon Ashford, the independent historian William commissioned 6 weeks ago to audit the Highland archives. He carries a locked briefcase and offers a single nod. He is here to witness. William watches from the top of the staircase as the last of Camilla's things disappear through the front door. The decree sits on the writing desk, like it has always belonged there. William reads it one final time. Every clause, every line. The Highland Heritage Trust established in perpetuity. Assets to pass directly to Prince George on his 21st birthday. Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis named as secondary trustees. No provision for courtesy residency. No clause permitting temporary occupancy by any member not connected by direct bloodline to the House of Wales. The 1701 loophole fully activated, fully legal, fully irreversible. William uncaps his grandfather's pen, a heavy black Mont Blanc with the Windsor cipher etched near the clip. He signs his name in 3 clean strokes. Dr. Fontaine signs beneath him. Damon Ashford signs as independent witness. The solicitor affixes the royal seal. The ink dries in under 10 seconds. It took 26 years to reach this desk. It took 10 seconds to make it permanent. Outside, through the diamond-paned windows, William watches Camilla's convoy pull away from the circular drive. The gates close behind the last car. He turns away before it disappears from view. He doesn't need to watch it go. The estate breathes. The estate is his. The ridge above the estate catches the last of the Highland light at 7:14 every evening in late summer. William stands there now, alone, the estate spread out below him like a hand-drawn map. The stone walls, the circular drive, the tartan runner visible through the master bedroom window, the library, the drawing room where the coldest conversation of his adult life unfolded. 3 weeks from now, the Highland Heritage Trust will be registered publicly. None of that changes what happened today. William pulls out his phone. One message from Catherine. "Children ask about you." He types back, "Home by Sunday." The sky is doing something extraordinary. Deep amber bleeding into violet at its edges. The kind of sky that makes you stop mid-thought and just stand still. His mother would have loved it. He doesn't take a photograph. He just stands here present, breathing Highland air that smells of heather and old rain, and something else, something that might be peace. Below, the estate lights come on one by one as evening settles in. The Highland chapter is not closed. It is just beginning.